Elizabeth Baxter, and today we're going to talk about multiplication. To start off, let's review our standard. Our standard is represent and solve problems involving multiplication and division, but today we're just going to focus on multiplication. Interpret the factors and products in whole numbers multiplication equations. Example, 4 times 7 is 4 groups of 7 objects with a total of 28 objects, or 4 strings measuring 7 inches, each with a total of 28 inches. So today we're just going to focus on the first example given. 4 times 7 is 4 groups of 7 objects with a total of 28 objects. Today to show this, we're going to use a couple of manipulatives. We're going to use plates for our groups, and we're going to use Hershey Kisses as our objects. So to show the one that was given, we're going to do 4 times 7. So with our groups, we're going to get 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 4 groups. We'll push to the side. And in each group, there is 7 objects. So we're going to count off 7 Hershey Kisses in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we can see we have our 4 individual groups, and in each group we have 7 objects, in this case Hershey Kisses. So if we count them up, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 more is 21, plus 7 more is 28. So therefore, 4 times 7 is 28, 4 groups of 7. Okay, so there's that first one. Now we're going to do a couple more just to show that we know how to use these manipulatives. So we're going to put all of the Hershey Kisses back, and I'm going to show you some of our other problems. So we're going to start off with 5 times 3. So looking at 5 times 3, it is 5 groups of 3. So therefore we need 5 plates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you can see our 5 groups, and we're going to put 3 objects in each group. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So now we can see our 5 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in each group there are 3 objects or 3 Hershey Kisses. So now to add them up, 3, 6, 9, 12, and a total of 15. Therefore, 5 groups of 3 is equal to 15 objects. Okay? So we'll set that aside and let's do another one, just for better practice. So this one, we're going to do 3 times 6. So it would be 3 groups of 6 objects. So we're going to put these 2 up. So now you can see our 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. And in each group, we're going to do 6 objects. So we're going to count out 6 Hershey Kisses in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we can see that there are 3 groups of 6 objects in each group. So to count them up, we go 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 more is 18. So therefore we have 18 objects. So 3 groups of 6 is equal to 18. Let's do another one. So this one is 4 times 8. So that reads 4 groups of 8. So let's put all of these up. And we're going to need a total of 4 groups. So let's add 1 more. So now we've got our 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in each group, we're going to put 8 objects. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now if we count them up, we have 8, 16, 24, and then a total of 32. So 4 groups of 8 in each group is equal to 32 objects. So let's do one more of these, then we're going to look at something else. So our next one is going to be 2 times 9. Here it is. So we're going to need a total of 2 groups. So here's our 2 groups, okay? And we're going to put 9 objects in each group. Let's get our first cases out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we show our 2 groups of 9. So to find the answer, 9 and 9 is 18. So 2 groups of 9 is equal to 18 objects. Now let's look at something else. So now that we know how to do these, I want to compare something. Let's go back to our first problem. So our first problem is 5 times 3. And we've already shown that, so I'm just going to lay that out so it's easy for you to see. So we've got our 5 groups, and in each of our 5 groups, we're going to put 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So here's our 5 times 3, 5 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 3 in each group. Now let's look at if the problem were 3 times 5, okay? Now I know what you're thinking. They're the same. Well, they get the same answer, but they're shown differently. So 3 times 5 would be 1, 2, 3. So I want you to draw an imaginary line right here. Okay, this is 5 times 3, and this is going to be 3 times 5. So now you have 3 groups, and in each group, you should have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have 5, 5, and 5. 3 times 5. So 5, 10, and a total of 15. Do you see the difference? So this is 5 groups of 3, and this is 3 groups of 5. Although it's shown differently, you can get the same answer. Okay? So that is the end of my how-to video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.